Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Maybe some people thought that I was kidding, or maybe I'm just delusional when I say that Blinken is not necessarily the US Secretary of State, but it seems like he's the Secretary of State of Israel. He makes some statements, even though he is he can't really show his color, a true color, so he's starting slow. But now with this statement that he has just made, I think he's just overdone it. And this is what this idiot is saying. He's not the US Secretary of State. He's someone else's Secretary of State. But anyway, he's Zelensky's Stein, so I know it's just a coincidence. Russia Today. Hamas attack on Israel like 10 9/11s, Blinken said. So this American official, unelected, so he's a bureaucrat. He was appointed over there through his sucking dick left and right. He or promoted by his people. He got in over there and he says that some country that doesn't have to do with his role. His role is to defend the United States of America, no other country. That should be his allegiance. He said that another country's tragedy is 10 times worse than September 11 of the United States of America. Well, to me, that's kind of like garbage, okay? Even if that is true, it's not for you to compare that. Why, do you want to muster some empathy from us? I guess that's what he tries. And probably if we don't show empathy and appropriate empathy to his issue, probably we're called bad people and we can lose our jobs and maybe who knows what's happening. But anyway, this is the level of the United States of America, the government, okay? This country is hijacked, my friends. How in the hell this guy can say such a thing? He should be fired tomorrow. Yesterday, Israel is obliged to respond forcefully to such an assault. The U.S. Secretary of State has said. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has called Hamas assault on Israel the equivalent of 10 9/11, September 11th. No, I don't think it's 10. I think it's 20 times. What if someone tomorrow is going to say, well, actually, September 11 was nothing compared with what's going on in one state somewhere on this planet, that for whatever reason we all have to love, respect, and worship. If you show less enthusiasm to all what I said, then you will be called anti-this and anti-that. So this guy's an idiot. What's going on here? With Israel already responding by leveling large swaths of Gaza, Blinken promised Washington support for as long as America exists. Fuck you. America exists because we exist, not because you say so. What do you mean? So he's talking for me, and for you, and for him, and for her. For as long as America exists. Whose allegiance is this guy has to? Us or Israel? What do you mean? It's like you have your family and you say, I'm going to defend you as long as this family exists. What do you mean? You're gonna sacrifice your family for your girlfriend or for your family over there or for someone else? Did anybody ask my wife or my children or my brother, my mom, my dad? Did anybody ask you? How can this guy say that as Washington support for as long as America exists? You are an unelected official. You have no power to say that. Really. You have no power to say that. But somehow he has. This is the level, and I'm quoting. If you look at the attack in proportion to the size of Israeli population, this is the equivalent of 10 9/11s, Blinken said. Well, let me give you this one. The number doesn't mean necessarily the feeling, okay? And besides, we have to be subjective here, because we don't talk about Israelis and Americans being the same. No, Israelis are the Israelis, the Americans are the Americans, the French are the French. He is an American, I'm an American, so I am only on the side of America, of my people. All right? So just from the very beginning, one American victim should value more than any other French victim or 10,000 French victims, 1 million French victims. From the very beginning. It's like your family. Let's say the next door family, let's say has an accident, some people come and commits a crime, and it's 20 people killed over there, 20, God forbid. And let's say your family, your son is killed. I think, and I fucking guarantee you, that your son, one person, has more value for you than 1,000 of your freaking neighbors. Doesn't it? If not, you're an idiot. Well, what can I say? And not you, because I know you have to agree with that. You have to agree with that. Your son dead versus 10,000 of unknown people. Who would you have rather, if you have to pick? 10,000? And I'm going to give you even 10,000. 100 is enough. 100 of, I know, unknown people versus your son, your daughter, your wife, your husband, your mom, your dad. That one, number one, has more value than 10,000 of them. So when he says that proportionate to the these guys is a number, they have 10 September 11th. I know what he's trying to do. Muster our, empathy and so on. Yes, it's a tragedy. Got that. But that's about it. It's their tragedy. Don't expect me to sacrifice my life as long as I live for them. Oh, I'm a bad person? Well, why don't you go? Don't take my taxes, you go. You take your children and go over there and fight. You're free to do that. I think they will take you, push you right in front of everybody. I mean, these guys decide my life? For what? For whom? And why? Since when this bond that they talk about, have you ever sat down to sit, wait a minute, these guys are talking about we're all together in this somehow. No, we're not all together in this. It's you and us, or you and I, you and you, you and you, you and you. It's always they versus us as individuals that make us fight with one another. And they over there do whatever they want with our taxes and our energy and our military and everything else. In our name and our power, they use it to solve their problems. So no. That's your thing. You want it. Go. Don't use me. I don't want to participate. Yeah, I'm sorry about it, but you don't sell my soul because you want it. You don't own me. You don't own me, but they do. Anyway, my friends, I will not give my son for the whole state of this or state of that. Would you? I hope we don't have to get that point. So anyway, this is with this guy. So they tell us here the equivalent. Okay, all right, that's a tragedy. I got that. But that's about it. Oh, I was starting with this. Have you ever sat down to think when and why this so-called bond between America and Israel? If you tell me because it's the only democratic country in Middle East, it doesn't mean shit. I mean, there's other democracies on this planet that we don't have this kind of bond. What is the bond? The Second World War, what do we have to do with them in the Second World War? They had with the Germans, not with us. So where is this bond? Have you sat down to find the reason? Because we take it as it is. You said, bond is the support. Why? Why is it? Because they're the victims? They have nuclear weapons. Anybody else in the area? No. So they potentially can fuck up everybody over there. So what are you talking about? Yes, they're the victims now because Hamas attacked them now. Yes, they're the victims now. That's true. What these guys are going to do now? They can do whatever they want, and they will do whatever they want. Why? Because they can. And the United States will hold everybody back until these guys are going to do whatever they want with Gaza. Not with Hamas, with Gaza. Hamas, yes, in the meantime, yeah. They will flatten the thing out over there. You're going to see. So anyway, friends, yes, as long as it takes, they have the 10th, 9/11, and yeah, probably they have it proportion, but still, it doesn't mean more than my son, my daughter, or my neighbor, or my country. No. And if it does for you, that's good, but don't make me. I mean, you can have your feelings, you can show your support with your money, with your energy, with your children, but not with mine, not coming and telling me to do that. not coming, getting my taxes, or getting my child and sent over there to fight for those guys because these guys said that as long as America exists. What the hell are you talking about? Who is this guy? Go and look at his biography. Mommy and Daddy. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.